Well, that leads me to the other side of the bay for my fucking A's, who are still in the midst of the massive sell-off as they
It's unbelievable, man.
well, it's believable. We knew this was coming from
I
the
didn't.
beginning of the
For,
off
I
season,
guess
but
for some reason I didn't think it would be as epic as it has been.
now added to the list of sell-offs includes Sean Manaea, starting pitcher to the Padres, none other than the Padres, who just happened to take the A's manager off their hands, Bob Melvin, because they didn't want to pay him his $4 million salary. So essentially, it's A's South now there in San Diego. Sean Manaea, I thought, was a great candidate for the White Sox to be trading for prior to that. Apparently, they couldn't find a matchup that worked, but the A's payroll is now down to $33 million, which is probably going to go lower than that, as they're probably going to trade Frankie Montas, which is another candidate that the White Sox should be interested in.
Yes, he can come back to us.
Yeah, that's the irony. But I read an article, 33 million. It's not even the lowest in baseball. I forget what it is, but it's very close to.
It's 29, I think. I think they said they were 29 or 28. Pittsburgh is the lowest.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I read another article that pointed out that revenue sharing this year between the massive new TV deals that we spoke about a little bit during the offseason, the new playoff deal with ESPN. I believe Amazon is involved now. We know Apple TV Plus is doing Friday night games.
No, they're doing Friday doubleheaders. I actually believe our Tigers Sox game is part one of the doubleheader.
Do I have to get Apple TV Plus to watch it?
You don't have to subscribe to it. Okay. You just have to have the app.
I do have the app. Regardless, through all those national TV deals that we've heard about, the existing TV deals that have been on the books, and local TV deals, basic revenue sharing for every major league club comes to $100 million this year. That is before they sell a single ticket, season tickets, any merchandise, any concessions, any parking, anything. Each team is going to pocket $100 million. So the idea that the A's salary totals $33 million and is going to go even lower than that is fucking criminal. We'll say it again in this podcast. Criminal. It's unbelievable that teams are not allowed to do it. And it's a complete failing of the players union in these past collective bargaining agreement negotiations that they were not able to implement a salary floor, because it's ludicrous that these teams can say, we can't pay our players, we can't put a competitive team on the field, when they're pocketing this much fucking money. It's unreal. At no point can you let any owner get away with saying that they don't make shit tons of money off their baseball team and can't possibly find a way to spend money to compete. They're lying. That is the case in Oakland. That is the case in Chicago. That is the case anywhere. If any owner anywhere is telling you they don't have the money to buy the players, it's bullshit. And some humorous aspects to this. It actually leads to one of our favorite segments, Bob's bad tweets.
Bobby.
Bob wanted to pile on this same sentiment that I'm having against the A's and their low payroll. He pointed out that there's not one, not two, but 5 major league players that are going to have a larger salary this year than the entire Oakland A's payroll. And the first one he listed, of course, was Max Scherzer at $43.3 million. Unfortunately for Bob, he said he put the hashtag Yankees right after Max Scherzer. Then he listed other players. I forget all of them, but one of course is Garrett Cole, and he put hashtag Yankees and then his salary. So there's a few things that make me laugh about this tweet, because first of all, when Bob's putting hashtag anything is hilarious, because he's trying to get people to see his tweets, which I think plenty of people see his tweets, whether he has a hashtag in there or not. But then the idea that he had to put Yankees twice and didn't figure out that he made an error, but he puts the same hashtag twice in his same tweet is hilarious. But then, of course, the elephant in the room, he didn't realize that Max Scherzer plays for the Mets. But it's a minor one, but I just thought that was perfect to bring up
Bob.
inside of this fucking A's segment. So congrats, Bob. You're making us laugh every time. But that's my venting session for the A's. I think I'll be railing on them anytime I bring them up throughout the season, as they basically don't have a major league roster. It's going to be an ugly, ugly year. They are the perpetual, as I brought up last time, perpetual spinning wheel, where they are hamster wheel. I called it, where they load up on prospects, they get close to making the playoffs or making it deep into the playoffs with those prospects, come just short, don't make the final moves that they need to do to put them over the top, then sell everybody off again. We've seen this cycle over and over and over again. And now we're in the bottom of that, and A's fans are going to have to fucking deal with it, as they are threatening to still move to Las Vegas. So that might be the more interesting story throughout this season, is following where the A's might play in future years, or if they get a stadium deal done by some miracle there in Oakland. We will wait breathlessly awaiting the conclusion of that drama there in Oakland.
Word Hole Media.